This, unironically, could be, I was going to say either Sivir because they have the Jarvan, obviously it's totally safe to lock it here as the final pick, or actually could have even been MF in this situation, which is rising in priority quite heavily. We're seeing it in solo queue soaring in win rates right now as well. Everyone is practicing it, but because it's safe and it does incredibly well in this patch in terms of itemization, gets through its lane for free. But the Sivir plus the Rise is so much both wave clear, but also insane late game damage with the front line of this K'Sante and Jarvan. I am going to be keeping my eyes on that one as looking for an aggressive trade here as Lucid comes over.
Yeah, too many 1v1s happening here as Scout is down relatively low. Sponge and Lucid still fighting it out with Showmaker rotating over. Does mean that, oh, never mind. Going to get shoved back here as now Sponge. Possible stun angle, and that is going to mean the flash has to be employed here by Showmaker. And so now Lucid will be able to find him here. Level 6 for the Jarvan. Should mean that he will be able to win a fight up against Sponge, but he hits 6 now off that one little Raptor. And now's a Realm Warp coming in. There's the knock-up onto Sponge as Showmaker turns up. Cataclysm onto Sponge. The flash out from Lucid to try and keep him alive as Showmaker is now looking for a Tempered Fate. And that's going to interrupt the ulti escape. And Sponge is dead. Keria moves over and will be able to help grab that first blood for Showmaker. Beautifully played here by D+. Oh, well, now Showmaker's dead. Okay. Just barely didn't have his flash up and available. I did want to say as well, the Cosmic Binding onto Scout was really beautiful from Keria to then set up for the Tempered Fate interruption. So playing that one very well was the support. Gets that roam first. Pop Blossom going to connect onto 2 here towards the bottom side. Barrier from Smash is trying to help out here, is on the hunt. Gives them that extra movement speed. They're not quite able to layer the damage. And so just going to soften them up here underneath the turret. Have a look at how Showmaker died. Oh, caught napping. Lead Scout may have just a little bit of a starfall. The double globals being a little problematic. Showmaker has nowhere to go.
Yep. Thought he was safe recalling that far away, but I think that K'Sante is a champion that's always going to be great when you have 80 carries that do a lot of damage. And all 80 carries do a lot of damage in this meta right now, as Kingan's forced to flash even as well.
Ulti traded for flash here, probably good for Xia, you could say, as Nongshim starting off this Drake will be able to take that one as Keria moving over to fight Taeun. As Lucid and Showmaker looking to try and find some stragglers. I don't know whether they'll be able to. All right, Nongshim here. Try and keep Lehends alive, who just pop blossoms the air, trying to keep himself up. Tempered Fate to hold him in position. There is a Pantheon potentially able to come down here though, and he does press that Grand Starfall button. Smash going to be able to use that spell shield to try and keep himself healthy, and it is going to work out. But yeah, right now it's just, you know, support quest happening a little bit earlier, AD quest happening a little bit earlier, but I think Smash will have his relatively quickly, although you can see taking a lot of damage here. As Keria not going to get slowed down too much here. Does get snared though, as we can see.
Pushes him out of lane, it's another plate, and are feeling really comfortable. It's now all role plus complete here for Nongshim. Sponge is up here.
Yeah, Xia maybe stepping a little far forward. Does try and avoid some of that CC, but he's going to get smoked. Now looking to try and turn this one as he goes all out looking for Sponge. The rest of the team all turn up as well as the equalizer comes down. Xia is just fine as Kingan will be able to get a kill before he dies, but it looks like Xia will survive. So 1 for 1 here in this top side as everyone called all their mates.
Yeah. And Lehends is back in base. Let's see if they can make a cross map happen. Taeun.
Oh, Tempered Fate is going to hold him in position here. Smash with the on the hunt, trying to set this one up. Massive burst damage with that boomerang blade. As Taeun does have to flash to get himself out of there.
He has a flank angle here, but they can collapse on him. He doesn't have Realm Warp, so he can't like try to sneak an angle here. So I think he just has to hard push the bottom lane, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Now it's going to force a reaction.
Yeah, Tempered Fate is available as well, so Keria can take control of this if they'd like to.
I mean, they're just going to send him in.
Yeah, let's see whether it works. Cataclysm comes on down. There's the Tempered Fate to hold 2 in position as Scout and Taeun able to hold on, but Lucid just says, thank you very much. Highway robbery here as now the Weaver's Wall comes down. Showmaker trying to flash away, and he's going to be able to do so. That's a beautiful one.
That was impressive stuff.
Yeah, really nicely done. And now it's an Ocean Soul, and we're even on Dragons. Rift Herald now going to be what they're considering as Cosmic Binding does go wide, but Sponge taking a lot of damage, throws up the Aegis, and is going to be able to land that stun. Equalizer lands on top of Lucid quite nicely. Showmaker down to 50%, Flag and Drag gets Lucid out of there as Kingan still wants his fight, as it looks like Lucid going to be that target, and he will get taken down. Xiu now off to the side, wanting to try and grab one of these Nongshim members. They do get control vision of this full health K'Sante, who's looking pretty dangerous. Seismic Shove not going to connect onto Keria as now. Showmaker taking a fair bit of damage. And it's just going to be the Rift Herald taken. It's kind of beautiful macro play on both sides.
Yeah, honestly.
As Nongshim just push them away, guarantee the Rift Herald, and they now might be able to get this outer turret in mid as well.
LCK is so good this year.
It really is.
It's actually so fun. So they basically, like I was saying before, okay, hold on, we're going to have Scout looking for a collapse.
Yeah, Showmaker. Oh, going to get shoved. So he's dead. That is beautifully played. Scout gave him no choice.
Dies and loses Realm Warp.
Well, there's Magical Journey as Scout is going to be put into Golden Stasis. Then does flash away. Seismic Shove to hold on to Lucid here as now Sponge makes his way in. The Pantheon Talia combo looking pretty good in the hands of Nongshim today as they will be able to take down this outer turret in the bottom lane.
They're just going to give up a single dragon here and trade for what looks like eventually a turret for Showmaker. If you're Showmaker, you're like, this is the only play, right? Just sit and farm, scale up. We do have a lot of damage later on. We have a really, really robust front line. He safely Realm Warps out to make sure he doesn't get caught by a Weaver's Wall play.
Oh, speaking of being caught, Sponge now moving down towards his bottom side. There is no turret. And so Sponge going to miss the Q, but I think he's still going to have to flash. Yeah, out goes Xiu. Lucid was there, but they didn't really like that 2v2. And let's see what he's going to be grabbing third. Might just be Cyrilda's. Okay, Cataclysm comes in as out goes Lucid after losing most of his health bar. Weaver's Wall was there in exchange as teleport comes through from Xiu. Showmaker now off to the side as Scout going down relatively low. Xiu looking for the angle, gets the flash out, so Scout is going to be okay. Gets out of the Tempered Fate as well, but Sponge not going to be so lucky as the Seismic Shove does nothing at all. Kingin not even teleporting into this fight as Taeun below 50%, able to get control of mid-wave.
So I think they really need to be quite decisive here.
And I also think going for the fight is a really good idea because Flicker Blades just came in from Smash. And now Realm Warp is going to come on forward. Showmaker ignores it as Scout makes his way down. That is going to be a missed Seismic Shove though. So that should mean that Xiu will survive and holds onto the flash. Smash now with some Crystalline Overgrowth to explode, and that is going to be a very dead turret very quickly.
Get the TP out.
Yeah, Taeun moving in. There's on the hunt just to get out of there. Equalizer just going to be a red carpet to allow Smash to leave. And he has himself some hot cocoa waiting for him on the other side.
Smash is like, what? Thanks, guys. I also got the turret, by the way.
Yeah.
And now they can actually look for a real contest here. TP back for Xiu, who's coming over.
Yeah, he's got that big old shield to work with as well. Kingin still with his residual ears. Lucid flashes in. Great triple knockup as there's the Tempered Fate just to buy some space. But it's Sivir getting fed. There is the dragon going over to Lucid. They'll take down Sponge as well as it's a double for the Sivir. We said the item spike was big. And it's now going to be even bigger as Nongshim just nothing to offer back.
I mean, D+ is back in charge of this game now. They're going to be able to come over here and start this Baron, and blocking this is a fool's errand. I mean, Taeyu is going to have to hit all the Qs on all the right targets that they want to stop this. It is a very tanky Baron on this patch, but there's no equalizer for 4 seconds.
Yeah, and Smash does so much damage to this as well, but now Nongshim making their way in. Great Seismic Shove going to catch Xiu there is now Kingin looking for it. There's the knockup on a Taeun as Lucid gets into the backline. Showmaker able to come on over and offer that damage. And Xiu just looking unkillable right now as Kingin really wants to take down these lower health bars. Somehow all of DK is still alive, by the way. No idea how that one works as they dive on forward and down goes Kingin. They don't get the Baron, but they clean up a bunch more kills. Yeah. Now DK will take Baron for free, and that is going to be all 5 members with the buff.
D+ turning this game around.
Honestly, like, the way this has been played, though, Wolf, in this later stage of the game has just been beautiful to watch.
Yeah. Maybe not this part, but...
Well, I mean, I was more talking about DK.
Yeah.
Lehends doing Lehends things is not something that we ever discount. But there is a knockback. Oh, Xiu just picks him up, throws him back into the team, but the equalizer goes down. Sponge, the first one to die here, is now Lucid in the backline. Looks for Taeun, the wall comes in, but Xiu is already down.
Ultimately, this does give Nongshim a little bit of space to potentially get Soul Point. Yeah, I think they will get it.
They should be able to, down to 2,000, as Lucid not quite able to get in there in time. Let's see whether Nongshim can escape. That's the real question here, is now Keria looking to line up that Tempered Fate. They're all in that Banana Brush, as Xiu just looking to try and hold on to them. Level 19 K'Sante, by the way, is it, like... That's a very large health bar.
He has Jack shows as well, so he doesn't really get hurt by things.
He's not really getting hurt by things. I'm seeing that. There is also a GA on Smash, so he's feeling pretty comfortable as well as Lehends looks for an angle onto Showmaker and does not find it. Gets a flash though, as now you've got Scout in so much trouble. That's just a cheeky Q from Showmaker. Looks for the Realm Warp, gets it, and then gets into that backline as now Kingin looking to try and barbecue Keria. He is definitely the only one that he can really get through in a quick manner as Sponge fails the flash and gets knocked into Timbuktu. And Kingin, he's running there. This is not exactly looking like the way he wants to go. A magical journey is unnecessary as Kingin is defecting. The rest of D+ just looking to try and end this game as a Tempered Fate going to come off cooldown and go into the Nether. And yes, Kingin just taking them on a merry chase.
I mean, Kingin's bought enough time here to where it looks like they're going to have to use the Baron to end rather than just be able to walk down as 5 and end the game.
Well, he is just going to die because you cannot just try and teleport away in front of a minion wave and a Bard.
And it will go down eventually.
Yep. Keria making his way over here as Tempered Fate is going to snag onto the Neeko. Lehends is trying to pop Blossom, but he's still just going to die. Keria is going to be going down as well. Both supports are dead. But these ricochets, man, are tearing Nongshim apart. And Xiu looks like he's kind of immune to damage, which is not what you want to see on the enemy team. As Realm Warp not going to be taken here from Showmaker. He just wants to take down these inhibitors, and all 3 of them just erupt in a moment. All of a sudden, it's our largest gold lead in the game as DK look to finish off these last couple of towers. Scout just getting hit by ricochets, that's it. And he's already down to 50%. As Smash throwing away these boomerangs where he can.
And the cannon minions are really just chipping away. It's only a matter of time. They have to make some sort of play. They're sitting back.
Yeah, we got the zoom in here, just trying to work out what Nongshim can do about this.
They don't have Equalizer for a few more seconds.
Oh, Xiu goes in. There's a Weaver's Wall from Scout, just trying to take control of the situation. Lucid goes in, then he's out. As Sponge, speaking of which, he's going to go out via the Death Chamber, or at least via his GA for now. Taeun being held onto here by Showmaker is on the other side of the fight. Smash is completely safe. Xiu might be taken out. Never mind. He is a Mega Tank, and he is not going to be dying here as Showmaker goes golden, and the Nexus goes down. D+ Kia. An incredible late game performance to take it over Nongshim.